I'm Max.
A person attached to another by feelings of affection or personal regard. Does anyone else feel like your friend is no more than someone who uses you for personal gain, that acts as like a temporary relief from life up until they end up doing something with their life and leaving you behind? Most times for me it ended with their hatred and ignoring me, or their uninterest in abandoning me. Almost in every occasion that I've made a friend, it ended with me not talking to them ever again, especially after high school. As soon as we graduated, everyone went off to do their own thing with each other in college, which they can't be criticized for, and is completely understandable, but then I end up drowning in sorrow from realizing how empty and meaningless my life is without them. Have any of you ever felt that way? I'm sure those of you who have had to move or graduated from high school know exactly what I'm talking about, but it was no problem because you would make new ones. And that's kind of the problem I'm having. I'm starting to see a pattern where the person I meet and befriend at some point are going to have a falling out with me, and we will either slowly start breaking apart or we aggressively push each other away. Goodbye, they would say to me. I am sad. I even remember when I was young, I would go to the playground to play with people. There was this one kid that completely connected with me in every psychological manner. He and I were in impeccable synchronization. You know the person I'm talking about. The person that's almost absolutely perfect in your eyes. And then at the end of the day, they leave and you never see them again. And unfortunately, that's who that person was to me that day. I hate empty playgrounds. Just the other day, while I was driving down the street to pick my sister up from school, I saw a very familiar face mowing the lawn of a very familiar house. He was one of the bestest friends I've ever had that faded out of existence, it seemed. I looked at him and felt very scared for some reason, with a few shots of adrenaline pulsing within me. Do any of you guys get that weird feeling when you see a person you haven't seen in a long time that you have a history with? That's what I felt. Anyways, I stomped on the brakes and rushed out of the car and sprinted towards him as fast as I could. As I was running, I saw him make a huge smile at my face and say the words, "You're Max." I could seriously feel the tears wanting to explode out of my eyes, but since I'm a man with a large ball sack, I held them in with every fiber of my eyelid strength. As soon as I got to him, I jumped on top of him and gave him the most awkward and beautiful man hug that I have ever experienced. It was one of the greatest feelings I have ever felt in my whole life. Not only that, whenever I read all of y'all's comments, and I see your fan art, and watch your videos, and talk with you through my live streams or Twitter or Steam or Skype or whatever, I found myself realizing that a friend is more than what the dictionary defines it as, at least for me. And the way I was seeing it was so fucking wrong, because I was looking at it through the eyes of a depressed little piece of shit kid who had just experienced loneliness. Looking at my friends now through the eyes of a sane man, I can clearly see that without friends, the world would be nothing short of an empty playground. And you know what? That is my definition for a friend.
Hello, and thank you for watching the video. Please tell me what you liked and what you hated, and I will do everything in my power to make myself better. And maybe one day I'll be okay. I love you guys so much. My dad is still pissing me off. I really hope I can just punch him in the mouth someday. He's really being an asshole to my mom, and I don't like it when people are being assholes to my mom. Anyways, I still read every comment, so please comment and I'll read it. And I just want to say y'all are like the bestest friends I've ever had. So thank you for being my bestest friends. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Love you guys. Toodles!